Hi everybody, this is Mother Nikki Mathis and
Ethan.
talk a little louder.
Ethan.
And we're going to read one of your favorite books. And what's the name of the book? Say it loud.
My very favorite book in the whole wide world.
That's right. My very favorite book in the whole wide world. So here we go.
Illustrated by...
Oh, that's right. Illustrated by Michael Robertson and written by Malcolm Mitchell. It is very sunny. This might not be the best place to read. We're going to do our best. And Malcolm Mitchell is a real person, as you can see here. He is a football player. He is a football player who had to find a reason to like to read. So here we go.
Did he pass away?
No, he's alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive. My very favorite book in the whole wide world. You see? Hi, I'm Henley. This is a story about finding my very favorite book in the whole wide world. But it wasn't as easy as it sounds. Reading can be hard, you know. Once upon a time, everyone thought I hated to read. But that's just not true. See?
I like reading because I want to learn more about science. But the words are just super hard.
Yeah, sometimes the words are hard, and he talks about that too. He says, in some books, the words are too big, the sentence is too long, and there are way too many pages. It took forever and ever and ever, blah, 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 blah. We waited and waited and waited, nothing ever happened. Dry desert, the hot walked through. They walked and walked and walked and on and on and on. She slept and slept and slept all day. The words were just confusing. In other books, the pictures have zero to do with cool things I like or with what's inside me. I do try, but some books are so giant, if I stood on them, I would turn into a giant. Other books are so boring, I would rather use them as pillows. Are some books so boring you'd rather use them as pillows?
They're so boring that they would probably give me knowledge pillows.
When I'm supposed to be reading homework, I'd rather play football in the backyard. When I'm asked to read the cookbook to help make dinner, I'd rather see how many grapes I could fit into my mouth. Once I took a wagon full of books to the town swimming pool to find out how well they could swim. Uh-oh, I don't think books are good swimmers. Do you think books are good swimmers?
No. If they made them plastic, maybe it would be waterproof, probably.
Yeah. When I tried to read books about dinosaurs, they made my brain hurt, so I gave the books back to the dinosaurs. I tried reading the books about mountains, pickles, aliens, monsters, cats chasing mice and mice chasing cats. I even found a book about cats chasing mice up a mountain while aliens eat pickles with monsters, but none of those made reading easier or more fun. But all that changed when Mrs. Joy gave the worst homework assignment ever. They see you, man. Come on. Find your very favorite book in the whole wide world, she said, and bring it to school tomorrow. It can be a book about anything. Just make sure you love it because you'll be sharing it with the class. The school bell sounded like 100 horns blowing in my ear. Thinking about the yucky homework assignment gave me a super headache and made my hands sweaty. There's Mrs. Joy giving the homework assignment. Okay, they see you. On the way home from school, I stopped by the mighty library, hoping to find any book that could be my favorite. My friends went into the library ahead of me. When it comes to finding books, I'm not so fast. Inside, there was a nice man sitting behind a jumbo-sized desk. I asked him if he could help me find my very favorite book in the whole wide world. He showed me books about science and adventure and squishy animals. He flipped through the pages of books about flags, farms, and holidays. He'd found plenty of books with big twisty words, sentences as long as my legs, pictures that tangled the pages. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. When I saw my friends in the middle of the library having fun and reading, I felt more lost than ever. Are you sleeping, Mr. Ethan? Are you pretending to sleep? The next place I tried was Mrs. Rackley's bookshop. Maybe she could help me find my favorite book. Mrs. Rackley did what she does best. She brought piles and piles of books. I looked and looked and looked, but I couldn't call any of them my favorite book in the whole wide world. All those pages and all those words made my eyes tired. I realized it was going to take a book miracle to find my very favorite book. I grew a sad face and stomped all the way home. Oops. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Mama was unloading the dryer, and she could tell I was having a crummy day. I told her all about the worst ever homework assignment. The librarian and Mrs. Rackley tried their best to help me find a book, but it was no use. I'll never find my favorite book in the whole wide world. I like that they use Cleano detergent. Maybe we can find that in the store. With a voice as warm as rolls from an oven, Mama said, "Henley, sometimes the best stories can be found inside ourselves." Is that right? Can the best stories be found inside ourselves? Is that why you make up some of your own books? Yeah. After a sweet kiss on the forehead, Mama's words lit up inside me. That's when I had a brilliant idea. The next morning, I could hardly wait for my turn to share my favorite book in the whole wide world. So there he is at school, waiting to share. There's an airplane going over. We'll wait for that to go over. We'll show the picture of Henley about to present his book. I stood proud as all eyes in the reading circle stared at me. Everyone thinks I hate to read, but that's not true. Yes, some words are too big, some sentences are too long, but that's not my biggest challenge. Before today, I just hadn't found a book I wanted to read. I hadn't found the words or pictures or pages or sentences or subjects that showed me. But now he has. He found a book that showed him. Is that why you like your personalized books? Because they show you you? Is that why? Mm-hmm. So last night, I wrote a book. It's called My Very Favorite Book in the Whole Wide World. It's about a big, fat, bumpy journey to find the perfect book. My book has words and pictures and pages that show me, and show you, me. When I started reading my book out loud for everyone to hear, I struggled. But soon my words began to flow. The pictures I drew danced off the pages. Everyone can have a favorite book in the whole wide world, even if they have to write it. Ooh, you know what? That's true. Because there's a very famous writer that said the reason she started writing was because she wanted to read a book and she couldn't find the book she wanted to read. And her name, this is embarrassing. I just Toni Morrison. Nope. Yes. I think. Yep. Yes. Toni Morrison. When I was done telling my story, all my classmates clapped and cheered. My teacher gave me a gold star on my homework. And that's the truth. And that is the story of my very favorite book in the whole wide world by Malcolm Mitchell. Is that one of your favorite books? Are you sleepy? Because I don't think you were sleepy when we started. You want to go read some fun books? You want to go read some fun books outside? Maybe? All right. Well, we'll see y'all later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.